Happy hump day, y'all. How the hell's it going? So, feller and his fellette, the wife, just got back yesterday from Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Fucking great time, great trip, wicked cool shit to see. And I'm not gonna be one of those ones that talks about their vacation and blah blah blah, because like me and probably like you, no one gives a shit about my vacation. Y'all were home fucking working or whatever. But what I wanted to talk about the vacation is we took the bike for one, old school Harley Davidson, and two, on the way down, took no major highways. I was on some unpainted fucking blacktop in the middle of fucking Pennsylvania, bumfuck Egypt, sweating about trying to figure out a gas station type bumfuck roads. And it was about from door to door, about 316, 317 miles. We didn't like just jam it down one day. We took our time and just cruising. But at any rate, on the way down there in all these country back roads in New York and in Pennsylvania, all the way down to Gettysburg, which is way down, southern end of Pennsylvania. If y'all don't know, it's just like a stone throw from Maryland. Seen nothing but fucking Trump signs and "Don't tread on me," and obviously American flags everywhere because of the weekend. Not gonna get into that because the guy would get all fucked up. Obviously, I know what the fuck Saturday was. He ain't gotta remind me. It's burned in my fucking memory banks. But at any rate, I just want to talk about that. How it's like, so you telling me old Papa Joe got 81 million votes, but where's all of his flags? We did see two Biden flags. I almost take that back. But they said that. Fuck Biden. Those are the two flags we've seen on the way down. So you tell me a guy that got 81, 82 million votes and all the support, whatever, where's it at now? Those people are deafeningly quiet, which I find oddly hilarious, and yeah, no shit. So, and while we're down there, on the way down, had an issue with the bike, blew a fuse. We're in bumfuck Pennsylvania somewhere. Stopped at a gas station to fill up. Guy comes walking over. He was outdoors hanging out with this other guy, just shooting shit. I went from the gas pump and pulled over to the side trying to figure out what was going on with the scooter. And he's like, "Hey man, nice bike." I'm like, "I appreciate you. Too bad I got an issue with fuse or whatever." And I asked him, I was like, "Hey, they got fuses in the gas station?" "Nah, not sure, whatever." I'm like, "Okay, cool." So I take it out, go inside. They don't have it. Come walking back out. Guy's still there shooting shit with another fella. And they get done talking. The other fella walks over, and his car was parked right next to where we had the bike parked. And sure as shit, he had a big old plastic thing right full of fuses. And he's like, "Hey, maybe one of these would fit." And I walk over. I'm like, sure as shit, he had one. I'm like, "Hey, man, fucking thanks a lot. Appreciate it." Wife tried to give him like she's like, "How much does a fuse cost?" I'm like, "I don't know, 15 fucking cents." She tried to hand him $1. He wouldn't take it. He had his little girl in the back seat. Gave the little girl $1. It's just like, no face diaper, no fucking vaccine garbage. It was just people being, good humans. Remember when people used to be good fucking humans to each other and not judged by what political party you're affiliated with or what vaccines you may or may not have in your fucking body or what you got for a face covering and da 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 da. Like, it was one of the most refreshing 4 days of my fucking life because I had no social media, none of that bullshit. And when we got down there, none of that garbage was around. It just wasn't. I mean, we seen one crazy, 20s white girl, protesting with the Black Lives Matter stuff. And she didn't hang around very long because that town was just hopping. And that was a Saturday afternoon when we got there. I couldn't believe the traffic. And I mean, don't want to talk too much about my vacay because none of y'all. But if any of y'all get a chance to go down there, if you're into history, especially obviously American history, I mean, my great grandfather, I have his original discharge papers from the Civil War in the house. Obviously, I was in the military. My grandfather on my father's side was in the military, so I have a military background / family. So it's kind of a big deal to me. And if it's a big deal to you or whatever, that place, man, you really don't spend a lot of money. I mean, granted, we rode the bike and it sips gas, but 3 hotels and food and all that just for the two of us, maybe I might have spent $1,000 if that. And it was totally unscripted, unplanned, whatever. We just jumped on, threw some clothes in the bike and booked. But it was super just refreshing as a human to interact with other humans and not, feel like you're being judged or whatever. It's almost like going back to 2019, which we should anyway, because, by this time, come on. But I just want to tell you guys about that, about the flags and all that stuff. So I am thoroughly convinced, and we spoke with some people down there and other couples, and even up here with vendors that I speak with and customers that I speak with, and just all around, you cannot convince me that there is more of them, the crazy commies, than there is us. Now, the lamestream media and every other media outlet and social media outlet's going to try to beat it in your fucking head that there's thousands and millions of them motherfuckers. I don't think there is. I really don't. And I think more of the silent majority is finally like starting to not be silent anymore and speak up. So it was really refreshing and just kind of solidified and made me feel a little bit better that, hey, all of us that, conversate on a weekly basis through this thing and over on Farmer's Channel and my family and friends or whatever, we're not totally alone in this world and by ourselves. There's a shit ton of us, millions of us, and not a lot of them. And that's why, they're barking so loud, because they know that shit and they're scared. So we'll see what happens here in the next couple of years, man. I mean, whatever, with the garbage that Papa Joe just was talking about last week before we went down there, I caught a little bit of it, the mandate with if you had more than 100 employees at your company or whatever, fuck you. I'm beyond over it. Doesn't mean I'm not going to talk about it, but I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't care. Fuck you and your shot. Fuck you and your pandemic and all your plans and this, that, and the other thing. I don't see it. I mean, I got family members right now, they're in the hospital with it, but guess what? They all meet the criteria, comorbidities. They're both pushing 70. They both fucking did not take care of themselves their entire lives. Smoke like a chimney, way more than this fella ever did. Hell, one of them, used to do paint and body work without even wearing a respirator or whatever. What do you suppose his lungs are like? And he's in the hospital with double pneumonia in those same probably 68-year-old fucking lungs. So, it's like any other illness. If you have something already wrong with you and you catch anything, if you grab the flu, if you get pneumonia, you're going to have a bad day. If you're fucking diabetic and 300 pounds over fucking weight, you're going to have a fucking bad day. You're going to have a struggle with it because your immune system's already fucked up. I read some study that said that, fucking 9 out of 10 Americans have one comorbidity already. I probably already have one as well. But I've been shot up by every government fucking juice you can think of for 20 fucking years. I grew up drinking out of garden hoses and playing in fucking green ass fucking ponds and puddles and all sorts of shit. I ate food off the desert floor. I'm thinking my immune system's pretty decent. Just fucking saying. A guy's never been all that sick. I mean, other than this summer with the whole Lyme disease shit, I've never been in the hospital. I've never gotten an IV. I don't take fucking drugs ever. Unless I'm like fucking dying, a guy might take some aspirin or something. I'm not big on prescription drugs, none of that shit. I'm a contractor. I'm outside. I'm out in the sun. I'm physical work, physical labor. Get off your dead ass and fucking do something. There's nothing out there saying about, hey, exercise, hey, eat right, hey, dude, try to get rid of these comorbidities. It's just, hey, take this fucking manufactured medicine that'll make everything better. And if you don't want to take it, then we'll give you a free beer and we'll give you a free cheeseburger. Like, what the fuck? No. So, no. But, any rate, didn't want to squirrel out on that because y'all already know all this shit. But I appreciate y'all. I think we're up to like 36 subscribers or whatever. Like and share. Guy needs to get to 1,000 so I can go live on my YouTube channel, which would be cool. Guy can just come out in the barn and fucking, hey, and fucking we all could chit chat live and not have to monkey around with that other thing that I got that wouldn't work out here in the barn anyway. So, like, share, comment, all that good shit. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the conversations, and we'll be talking to y'all soon. We'll see ya.